my gosh, you guys look wonderful. Thank you for sitting on the floor to listen to this. That's so sweet. All right, I'm going to just keep going because you guys have waited very patiently and the cinema are gone, so let's keep going. For those of you who only sort of know who I am, my name is Emerson Cobbley. I'm a senior art student. I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I need to talk slow. Thank you. I have spent the last, this is probably all from the last semester of art. I spent a lot of time feeling my feels, painting it out, and the crux of the show is how it feels to have fabric around your body. That was the starting seed of the show. And it's basically methods that I use to feel embodiment. What is embodiment? Well, we could have like a 18-year conversation about that, and I don't want to do it right now. So it's about, to me, feeling present in the moment with the comfort of being in a physical form versus how I look in my form. And all of these works have something to do with that. Sometimes I was thinking about, moody poetry. Sometimes I was thinking about musical theater besties, let's go. Sometimes I was thinking about, nature, being overwhelmed by the presence of foliage sitting outside on the Wilson Hall fire escape, which you're not supposed to do. Against the rules, don't do it. Whoops. So yeah, I mean, there's everything but the kitchen sink for some of these things. They're all named after literary quotes that I particularly like, and the one that I named the show after, kind of accidentally, but also kind of on purpose, is Your Own Thoughts and Ideas and Feelings from A Room with a View. Classic. Got me through all of junior high and high school. And it's basically one of the characters saying to this other person, I love you, I want you to have your own thoughts and ideas and feelings, even when I hold you in my arms. And I think that's being in your body, right? I want to have my own thoughts and ideas and feelings, despite the way I present to the world. Thank you, giant trash bag dress. But also just feeling comfortable being in skin, experiencing the world around me. Yeah, that's the most eloquent I can be at this moment. So, thank you all for coming. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions about the art, you can ask it now. You can come up and talk to me later. You're like, Emerson, what the heck is this thing? It's curtains. From World Market. Yeah.
How did you settle on a blue color palette?
I like blue. I like water, I like rain, I like sky, and that makes me happy. Pacific Northwest bestie. I got in trouble last year for painting an ultramarine, and I was like, hey, I just like it. It's never going away. All of those drawings up there are from an ultramarine pen that I got from my church back home. I now have 8 of them because I stole all the pens from my church at home. So yeah.
Was there a particular fabric that you chose for the modeling, like chiffon or linen?
So this is actually this is the only one based on. It's me in this. Yeah. Got real meta with it for that one. It's like, it's layers of fabric all over each other. That one makes me look like a mountain, and I am a rock. I'm an island. Paul Simon. Okay. Yeah, Sue?
All of your work seems to have human form in them.
Yes.
Does not.
Yes. So this has taken so many different shapes over the course of 6 months, it's insane. Like, it did not used to look like this. It used to be spread across the wall in Wilson like a big, like, swoosh, like a sail of a boat. And now it looks not like that. And it's because I just kept layering up like Mod Podge. Poor Becca was like, you need to open a window and Wilson, you're gonna get high. And I probably did. Lost some brain cells to this one right here. I eventually settled on this like architectural like draping because I kept putting it on. I wore it like a suit. I was like, I feel confident right now. Thank you, Gavin. But yeah, it's taken a lot of different shapes. This is the one I settled on, partially because I think it looks the most like this one, the way I just threw it on the other day, and also because this is where I attached the buttons to hang it up. It was happenstance, but it worked so well. I was so scared about this one. Okay, yeah. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Concerns for this one, I think. Let's go. Hi, Erin.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Erin. Erin's really good graphic designer. Everybody in here is very talented artist, but Erin's very good graphic designer. Yeah, go Erin!
So I know a lot of these feature like fabric in some way, at least very like fabric-like textures. For that one, I know you told me that they also have like figures in them, but I'm wondering where the textures in this one came from, because they remind me of something kind of organic, like almost like looking at stuff like under a microscope kind of thing. So I wanted to hear about these little textures in there. Tell me about them.
Thanks, Erin. Oh, you're such a good art major bestie, asking all the right questions. This one started out with the same texture as this giant one over here, and then I had to sand it down because it wasn't right. It was wrong. And it started out as a very, very moody painting of a sculpture. I think it's called The Kiss, but in another language. Probably French, let's be honest. And it looks like a scene in Ever After with Drew Barrymore. Love it so much. And I was feeling my feels that day. So I decided the project was Veil, and I had this moment the entire time thinking I wanted to cover up a very intimate scene with a couple with something equivalent to dragonfly wings. And the sanding down made it look more glassy, so I got really excited about that one. Also accidental. Lots of these are accidents. Happy little accidents. Back to the happy tree. Coping through comedy. It's never gonna end. But yeah, it should look like a microscope. Some people think it looks like tentacles. Yes. And I'm like, that's what you think? Yeah. Great. Kraken from the sea. It is a kraken.
And you know what? They wrap around.
They do wrap around things. Let's go, Mom. Art analysis. Yeah. So, yeah, I know everyone's sitting on the ground and it's probably uncomfortable, so if you have any other questions, you can ask me. You ask me now? Okay, that's okay. But that,
This work represents what period of time?
What period of time?
Yeah.
In general. I think of it like diary entries from the last 6 months.
6 months, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Next week. That's it. I'm gonna wrap it up.